I said no more goody two shoes, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Fuck you too, it's likewise. This is what they left me in when they ain't choose the right side. Red inside my sight lines, feeling this in my mind. Venomous synonyms, nigga, I become a python. Cause y'all really push me to the edge. Ain't no more rebuilding once it's fire on the bridge. Keep an eye out when trying to feed a dog who ain't been fed. Cause after you feed them, they might use the strength to bite your hand. It's crazy, I know. Thinking how could they do it? Play with negatives, way too long and they show improving that. No more goody two shoes, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. No, it's not Mr. Know-It-All. It's your girl, Taya the Curator. Because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The ladies are taking over today. This is episode 214 of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast. And it's your girl, Taya the Curator in the building. And I got some of my favorite ladies with me to help me with this episode. First up, Mr. Hart.
First, you just caught me off guard because I thought you was handling this whole thing.
I mean, you still got to introduce yourself.
I was trying to be just a little sidekick.
I'm crying.
Oh, no.
Because when I'm on Mr. Know-It-All podcast, he do that for me.
Oh, I'm not Mr.
I
Know-It-All.
just be like a passenger princess. Like,
We all main characters here today.
Hello, guys. I'm Miss Star Hart. Joining my favorite girls today. First of all, I'm not used to introducing myself to people. Like,
What?
Yeah. What?
I went through the lowest moments with the world watching me. Who said that?
Yeah, but it
What
wasn't
you
my fault they was watching me.
Hey, I mean, I'm just saying, you the spoken word artist.
I wasn't watching them watch me.
You acting like you can't speak a word. You the spoken word artist.
And you have here Dana K, also known as Dana Chicano on Instagram. One of Philly's favorite model and video vixen.
Ow.
And podcaster female as well. So welcome. We taking over the Mr. Know-It-All podcast today. Stay out of the way, mind your business, and keep your mouth shut.
Period. That's what I'm talking about. It's your girl, Taya the Curator. Usually I'm on the other side of this podcast or in that other seat. But today, I am Mr. Know-It-All female version. And I am Just Taya Brand LLC on Instagram. I'm not going through my whole resume because we already don't have a lot of time for this episode. All right. So, ladies, what's been up?
Life just be life.
Shout out to Nah.
Shout out to Nah.
Yeah.
Life just be lifing, huh? Well, we good. We glad to see you, even though life be lifing.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. I was excited. I was like, yeah, count me in.
She was like, "Oh, I'm available now.
Yes,
See y'all at 12."
I said, whoever counted me out can't count.
Hey,
I know that's right. I know that's right.
how about you, Dana?
You know what? Life is good right now. I honestly cannot complain. Like, when you watch yourself progress over time and, you look back at all the, things you went through and how you struggled, how far you've come, you really feel just so blessed. And I honestly do feel blessed right now.
Oh.
I'm less stressed. I can think clearer, more, better. Things seem to be going smoothly with life. Everything I pray for is literally falling in my lap right now. So things are great. Things are great, y'all.
Shout out to
Seriously,
that.
yes.
Shout out to that.
Yes.
So, as for me, it depends on the day of the week you ask me. Because, I'm in the midst of perimenopause, and this shit is kicking my ass. Like,
I was wondering when that was going to kick in.
I'm not even lying.
I'm like kind of close, and I was
like waking up in the middle of the night at 3, 4 in the morning. Mm-hmm. One day I'm laughing hysterically. The next day I'm crying. Now, I knew it was bad when I was watching You Got Served one day. And when they won at the end, I started tearing up like I'd never seen this. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Did it for a little second.
Now that's me all the time. I'm so emotional, so it's like I can't.
And I'm
watch
not.
certain things.
So that it can't be nothing but that. And not to mention the brain fog. I don't remember nothing.
Oh man.
I go to look up something. I'm like, what was I looking up?
Right.
It's like the Jeopardy music playing in my brain.
Oh Lord.
And I run out of time. So that's kicking my ass. That's kicking my ass.
Don't remember. It's just never. It's gone.
I got eczema now. Like the hormonal weight gain, like it's just crazy.
The hormonal acne, y'all.
That too.
Never had acne in my entire life, and now I'm just suffering from this gross ass hormonal acne, and it's just all along your chin and the side of your face, and I'm like. And I get rid of one breakout and it comes right back. I'm like, yo, this is insane.
It's insane.
This is not okay.
And I'm getting, and I got eczema now,
Girl,
like under
well,
my breast.
I've always had eczema. I've always had eczema, but this acne.
How do I prevent all of this?
Girl, I don't
There's
know.
no way.
I'm gonna
You
pray
can't.
for you. 'Cause
The only thing I don't feel like will bother me is the hot flashes. I'll be cool all the time.
I started having.
I didn't
those
even
kinda
mention
early.
that.
Yeah, I'm already hot and cold all the time. So once that really kicks in, I think I'll be
Turn
able to
on the
manage
heat,
it.
please.
But yeah,
Because going to sleep is like a whole process. I got a mattress topper on my bed because I got
Me
sciatica,
too.
so I need to sleep.
yes, I
comfortably.
love the and
I got a
the bamboo
comforter
one.
on my bed year round because first, when I go to sleep, I'm cold. Then in the middle of the night at 4 in the
hot.
morning, I'm sweating like somebody poured water on me. Then I got to go to the bathroom, and now I can't go back to sleep. That is life. Every night.
I regulate my body temperature by not covering up my feet. So my feet have to be out.
You know
of
what?
the
I'ma try
blanket.
that.
And it
I
keeps
do my
my body
knees.
cool. It keeps my body cool.
try that.
Like I like to cover
my
up with the
feet
blanket, but my feet have to be out of the blanket so my body can stay cool. And that actually kind of helps.
I'm going to try that
I
because
do my knees though.
Yeah.
I wake up
Yeah,
like
yeah.
somebody poured water
Yeah,
on me.
yeah. Keep your feet
And
out
it's
from
like
under
I'm
the
asleep
blanket.
and somebody like secretly stuck my head in the oven. Like that's how
Turn
hot.
the heat on.
It's like, yo, what the fuck? Yo,
When you try the feet thing though, let me know. Do that work? For
I'm
you?
going to try
Oh,
the
it
feet
works.
thing.
It works. It works.
Report
gonna try
back.
that.
I want to know.
Yes.
All
yes.
right, I
don't
will.
do my feet, but I do my like part of my leg. I
Yeah.
do leave part of my leg out, and it works for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right? Have you ladies had mammograms yet? Because we all over 40.
It's really funny that you asked that. And honestly, I feel like something's pushing me because I was supposed to get a mammogram like 2 years ago and I didn't. And we don't have like a history of breast cancer in the family. My grandmother had it, but she was a smoker. You know what I mean? So, my PCP keeps reminding me to get this mammogram. I don't know. I've had one. I had one when I was 22 because I did have a lump in my breast when I was 22, but it turned out to be fatty tissue. When they did the mammogram, it smashed it and went away.
Right.
But I feel like something, you know how you feel like something's picking at you and just, you know what I mean? Like telling you to do something.
It's me.
Yeah. It's you today.
Go
It was
get
my
it
doctor
done.
my doctor last Friday. It's just, I feel like something's telling me to just do it.
Because regardless of why your grandma got breast cancer, you're still high risk
Susceptible.
because
Yeah.
she had it.
Right.
Like if your mother or your mother's mother have it, you are high risk for breast cancer,
yeah.
and you are supposed to go every single year. And then the fact that you had a lump at 22 and you ain't get a mammogram at 40, I'm ready to throw my drink on you.
It was fatty tissue.
I don't care. I don't care.
But you know what, guys? You are so right. And Monday morning, first thing I will be calling. to
Thank you,
schedule
and
my
I will be
mammogram.
texting you to make sure.
Please do. Remind
Thank
me.
you. You got it. How about you?
So
She ain't do it either.
I did not because I felt like I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to say the most ignorant.
I already know what you're gonna say.
I don't
already
really
know.
have breasts.
I knew she was going to say that. She said, I'm an A cup. What?
I feel like they don't. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't think it's going to fit in the
I don't
machine?
feel like it's gonna go in the machine. I feel like you gotta give me an ultrasound or MRI.
Wait.
You know how they be like, give yourself one. They be like, put your arm up here. I be like, that is like my ribs at this point. Like, I don't feel nothing but bones. What? Bones and nipples. That's I'm sorry. That's a shame y'all really laughing. 'Cause my boobs is in it. I got a chest.
Take a break.
No, wait, hold on. You cannot make this shit up. What?
I need a napkin.
For real. People be like, I had a lump in my breast. I'd be like, the lump is my breast.
Shut up.
It's like small. Yo,
I am literally okay.
I'm really trying to
I need a napkin. I need a napkin.
Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, no. Go get a mammogram. Mammograms do not discriminate. Mammograms.
Breast cancer.
If they gotta go in the smash down, it's not gonna happen.
Yes, it is.
They gonna have to give me an ultrasound for real.
No, you're gonna be able to get a mammogram. Okay.
All right, so no, I'll be on as a medical
I'm
professional.
not laughing till I cry because this is for real.
No. Seriously, they are like because they're small, and if they feel like it won't, they won't get a good read in the machine. They will give you a breast ultrasound.
Yeah,
So they
that's
can,
what I'm
But you got to get something. You're not exempt because here's the thing: men get breast cancer. So if men get breast cancer,
Oh no, but with them too.
But it develops in your breast tissue, correct?
Right.
I don't have tissue.
You do, but you just have minimal.
You got
Skin
very
and
minimal.
nipple.
Damn, yo.
That's what it is.
you got breast tissue. Go get a mammogram. Let them tell. If you go there and they say, "Hey,
Why you give me two and get them one? So I can put one and one stuff.
if you go and get a mammogram," and the doctor said, the radiologist says, "Okay, you don't need to do this," then fine. But at least go get it
Girl,
done.
they gonna be like, girl, go ahead. We got time for this. We got more.
At least go get it done, please.
I'm gonna go see.
So
him.
I have had 3 mammograms
Oh, okay.
because I had one prior to turning 40 because Fox Chase Cancer Mobile came to my job.
Okay.
And then I had one at 40. And then I kind of forgot about it for like 2 years and didn't get one. And then I got 2 after that. It is very uncomfortable. Now, I keep it real.
No, it hurts.
It is
It
very
hurts. Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But, as y'all know, I don't have a cycle anymore. So it's not as uncomfortable now because, they always tell you, like, don't go when your cycle is on or whatever.
Why don't you get a cycle
Really?
anymore?
Why?
That is hysterectomy.
Okay.
And
Why you can't go when your cycle on?
because your breasts are tender,
Already-
so it's
they're
going to
not-
hurt
they're all
even more.
tender, but they'll be inflamed.
They'll be inflamed.
So
and it's
it'll-
going to. And the first time I
it'll be
got it,
more painful.
it was
Yeah.
during that time. It was awful.
Yeah.
It was awful. And for a lot of people, it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary.
It's necessary,
especially
absolutely.
for Black women, because just like everything, we're very high risk
genetically
genetically
Yeah.
for breast cancer. So everybody watching this, no matter what size your breasts are, go get a mammogram.
Get your nipple pinched. If they little.
You know what? I can't.
They small. I'm trying to be an advocate.
I'm trying to be serious. That was a serious topic that turned into something I did not
I
expect.
laugh instead of crying.
All right, so the next thing we want to talk about is
Ain't no
our
crying over here.
next show, Next Level. Podcast Link Philly, Next Level. Saturday, November 29th.
Yes.
All black attire.
I was so happy when it switched to Saturday. I was cool with Friday, but I
No,
love
we
Saturday.
play. Don't we play Friday?
We play Friday.
Yeah,
There's no way. And in Philly.
Yeah,
Yo, go
no.
Birds.
Go
Despite
Birds,
how they
baby.
look. Go Birds.
Yeah, we still love y'all.
Still love y'all. Get it together though. Saturday, November 29th, all black attire. This show is different than any other show we did because it really is 99% about the audience. If you're there and we call upon you, you got to get up and be in the show. And it's going to kind of be like a Whose Line Is It Anyway / Wildin' Out
Yes.
/ Academy Awards because we're celebrating everything that we have accomplished individually as well as collectively as Podcast Link Philly. And then we go party.
Yes.
We got DJ KDL again. We got but it's hosted by me, Keith
KDL.
and Nada.
ADL on the track.
Nice.
KDL on the track.
That was you.
I
That was
didn't
not
say
him.
nothing.
You didn't
say
have
nothing. I didn't. But anyway, whatever. If you know, you know. Anyway,
Would you podcast? Shut up.
Ooh, girl.
I am podcasting. Shut up. We got Quiche with the Cakes again, everybody's favorite dessert vendor.
For sure.
And we got another. We're going to have a food vendor. We also got the security company we had for the first show.
Do you
Security.
sorry not to cut you off. Do you already have the food vendor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a vibe. Tickets $30. We gonna have a good time. You know, it's good time because it's 2 days after Thanksgiving, where we're all in the thankful mood. You know, we're just gonna celebrate and be grateful because, like Star said, and like Nas say, life do be lifing. So to have this opportunity, you know, to celebrate ourselves and celebrate together, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good, and it's in a private venue. 1890 Woodhaven Road, Philadelphia, PA 19116. It's in a great neighborhood. There's parking. You know what I mean? All the things. It checks all the boxes this time, okay?
Yes.
So make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Follow podcast link Philly. Also, real quickly, the three of us plus our other partner in crime who's not here, Sunny, are starting our own podcast because it's time. You know what I mean? If y'all watching this episode, y'all see how much of a vibe.
Get the
we are,
people
right?
what they want.
We gotta get the people what they want.
We have to.
Do the people want the song?
Have to.
Do the people want the song? I'm just saying they want the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know. We getting that together and it's coming to y'all real soon, but I promise you it's not gonna be like any other ladies podcast out here. It's gonna be on another level because we're on another level. We on next level. Ha ha! Bringing it full circle.
I see what you did there.
Hey, you know what I mean? I'm here all week, or maybe for today because Keith don't like to share the spotlight too much. All right, y'all. So it's been a big discussion this week. Y'all all know who Aisha Curry is, right? Steph Curry wife, right? So it's been a big discussion because, you know, she went on a podcast and she was just like talking about her journey as far as being a basketball wife. And she was saying like initially her desire was not to be a wife or a mother. You know, she had her own aspirations and goals. For those that don't know, she was a, you know, she's an actress and, you know, she wanted to be an entrepreneur and certain things like that. But she kind of, you know, put that to the side in order to become a basketball wife. And just for clarity, they were together before he went to the NBA. This is not a woman he met. Right. This is not a woman that he met in the NBA. Because that's very important. You know what I mean? That's a very important context. You know, to the situation of, you know, the dynamic of their relationship and, you know, how they probably talked about one thing and then, you know, things shifted, right? So you know, a lot of people are painting a picture of her as being ungrateful. Like, why isn't, you know, your husband being this millionaire basketball superstar enough for you? Like, why are you speaking about, you know, being unfulfilled? And also, to add context again, it wasn't saying that she's unfulfilled now. She was talking about past feelings, you know, that she had in regards to being in her marriage. You know what I mean? So, so how do y'all feel about that? Y'all feel that she's an ungrateful wife, or do you feel that she, you know, just was missing something within herself individually?
For me, I feel like it's her individual feeling. How is she ungrateful? That's his. Don't get me wrong, they're married, so of course, he seems like to me a good man, a great man, so he's sharing with her, but that still is something that is all on him. If he do decide, like, I'm done with you, even if she get half, that's half of his. There's nothing wrong with her wanting hers, her own. She wanted it before he even had his. So what's wrong with her still wanting it? Clearly, that should make him feel spectacular because she's not just there for the money. Because if she was just there for the money, all that wouldn't matter. She could just sit back, spend his money, and not have a desire of her own, a dream of her own, or any of that. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with her wanting something for her. Something that makes her feel like people want to still feel accomplished. People still want to feel like she's still a human being. She a wife, she a mother, but she's still a human being before all of those things. Like, I don't, the outrage is crazy to me. I don't feel like she still praises him. She still gives him his props and all of that. I don't feel like she's making him look like a bad man or anything like that. She's not saying nothing against him. She's saying what she wanted for her. That's not what she saw in her life. And sometimes life be life. It changes. You don't know. In my head, I was never going to be married either. I was never having kids either. Till it happened. Then you adapt and you adjust. that don't mean I still forgot about other things that I
Right.
wanted. And
Right.
to me, the things that she want, she not saying she wanted to be a hoe.
Right.
Because that's the only thing she could want that would interfere with her marriage. Everything else she want is not going to interfere with her marriage.
So, I feel like they give her too hard of a time. She can't seem to do any kind of interview without somebody having something negative to say about her personal feelings. And then we also have to remember, she was asked a question and she answered it. Like, y'all, regardless of how y'all feel about her answer, she didn't just go on her Instagram, go on live and just start ranting and complaining and saying, I never wanted this stuff and da-da-da-da. No, she was asked a question and she answered it truthfully. She's allowed, what do y'all want from her? You want her to lie? You want her to be like, yes, this is everything I wanted? No, be honest. Be honest. Say, I wanted this for myself. I didn't want, you know what I mean? I never saw this happening for myself. I saw me doing other things. And her willingness to, put her dreams aside for her man, nobody's seeing that. Nobody's seeing like she gave up everything for him. And she changed her whole life around, she's doing the exact opposite of what she actually wanted to do, but because she did because she loved that man. Okay. And this is what he wanted. And that shows how unselfish she is. But y'all don't see the actions. Everybody's just looking at her words or listening to her words and like, oh, what do you mean? You got Steph Curry. You got the best life. You got this. You got that. Okay, she's aware. She's aware. She's aware. She's not. You can tell she's grateful for everything that she has. She loves that man. You can tell. But again, they asked her the question and she answered it truthfully. And y'all, and they do this to her all the time. She can't say nothing. She can't talk about her life. She can't talk about herself or anything. It's almost like they expect a married woman to forget about herself and make everything about her husband. And she has done that. But now, years later, when she's being asked a question about, was this what you really wanted? No, I never saw, But this is what happened. And clearly this is what was meant to happen. She doesn't regret it. She doesn't hate it. But, she was just being honest. And I feel like they just give her too hard of a time. Like, let her, let her talk.
It's almost like, why did you invite me here? Did you really want to ask him these questions or only ask me?
I'm not even blaming the interviewer or the person that, what I mean? It's the
no, I'm saying because interviewers ask what they feel like the audience wants to know.
Right.
So it's like I'm not even talking about the interviewer. I'm talking about the audience. Like what do y'all want? Like
right. They can't. It's.
I'm telling you the truth.
Damn if you do and damn if you don't. Like it's. That's all we always talk about. That just live your life. Like do what you want to feel like. People will judge you. No matter what.
That part.
Just do you.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So
leave her alone.
Here's the thing. All right, it's a few things, right? Number one thing I know about social media and life in general is two things. Number one, once people have a certain idea of somebody or, create a certain narrative about them, they'll never stray away from it no matter what you say. First of all, in this interview, the clips are being moved around to create a narrative. Exactly. I see captions that say, oh, Aisha Curry says Steph doesn't understand me. No. She was saying when she first came to him and said, I need X, Y, and Z, he didn't understand initially. But then he did what, should happen in marriage, whether it's husband or wife. He decided to understand. Like he tried to understand because this is something that my partner needs. And that should be done in any relationship, any marriage, or anything, understanding each other's needs, because what you needed in the beginning is not always what you needed now. They met when they were younger.
Yes.
Who I was at 17 is not who I am at 36.
Right.
I'm not. And to expect me to stay the same is out of pocket.
And if I did, I wasted too much time.
Right. But now I'm going to say this, though. This is my thing with Aisha and all women, right? Be honest. You know what I mean? But we all know, just like, people's parents tell them this and that, oh, you supposed to only want to be a wife. You only supposed to want to be a mother. Them other things is for single people. You know what I mean? This is generational things that people hear. And then you hear that, and then you're like, oh, I love this man because I've been with him, so I'm going to do this. And then somehow along the way, you start to feel away about the fact that you didn't want these things. Now, it's one thing if you meet a woman that had nothing going on, no aspirations of ever being anything but a mother and a wife. Then it's like, oh, she want to be something else? But if this woman already had it, like if somebody was to marry me, look at all the stuff I do. Do you honestly think if I told you I was going to give all this up, that one day I wasn't going to want to do it again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people's trauma and projection does not allow them to see this any other way except your husband is rich, successful, giving you the best life possible, and it's not enough. But it's not saying that life is not enough. It's saying it's not enough for me individually. I need something for myself. At the end of the day, I am still a person. I'm not just a mother. I'm not just a wife. I have my own identity. But where I feel Aisha went wrong is you knew that about yourself from the gate. You should have said, oh, I love everything you got going on. I love that you're going to be a basketball star, and I'm going to support you wholeheartedly. But I got aspirations and goals too, and we need to be able to make all that work at the same time, which is what they're doing now. But it could have been avoided if it's a conversation up front. And a lot of times that's what happened. You know, women will not speak up, right? And then later there's resentment. Now, luckily for them, her resentment didn't turn into divorce. Her resentment turned into, I hear you. So now let's go get your restaurant. Now let's go do your cookbook. Now you can go on Jeopardy. Now you can go be in this movie. Versus, no, I gave you this life. It ain't good enough for you, I'm out. And that's what can happen sometimes on both sides. It could happen to her. It's like, oh, I'm unfulfilled. I don't want to be in this marriage no more. Instead of, listen, honey, I'm unfulfilled. Can we figure this out? And I think the history also allowed them to be able to do that as well.
But something you said in the beginning too, she's not the same person she was. That person probably didn't have the courage to speak up for herself or anything like that. But now it's like she developed that as she evolved. She's not the same person as she was. Sometimes when you're younger or more immature or don't know nothing, it's like, I'm going to go with the safe bet. He was kind of the safe bet at that time, more than her, who don't know if this one would be successful or something like that. He's probably being offered millions of dollars. Right now, I'm on a dream and a prayer. So I'm not. I don't have the courage to tell him, no, you need to wait for your stuff to bet on me. So then once he got where he needed to be, then she could have the courage to be like, okay, now we can afford for you to bet on me. That's probably what it was.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
No, and to piggyback off of that, I feel like she wasn't really given the opportunity to even express her, dreams, her aspirations, because all the focus was on stuff because he was so good at what he did. It was seen early on in his life, so the focus was put on him, even with them being in a relationship. I feel like everything was moving really fast. They got married, just focusing on his career. Then comes the baby, I feel like she was stuck. I feel like they were right in a couple periods in that journey where she was like, okay, here's my opportunity to say something. Oh, I'm pregnant. And then now he's doing even better. His focus is still on stuff. She's, now her focus is off of her because now she's got the baby, she has all that to, worry about and take care of. And then she builds up that strength again, or that courage again to maybe mention, okay, hey, so can I maybe look into, and then boom, she's pregnant again. So it just seemed like, I don't think she ever had the opportunity to really have that deep conversation with Steph and, told him, this is what I want for myself, because everything was happening so fast. And she was, she just kept losing that opportunity. Also, I don't know if y'all pay attention to the body language with him, with Aisha and his Steph's mother, but they don't seem to have a good relationship. And I noticed that like whenever they're in the same vicinity, there isn't like a love, for each other. Like I feel like his mom, for some reason, don't really accept her. I feel like she might even try to come to her and talk to her about the things that she wanted to do, and his mom stopped her and was like, no, that's not what we're doing right now. We're focusing on stuff. He's doing great. We need him to stay focused on that.
Ain't the mom a cheater though?
But see, that's the thing.
She looks like she don't really even
the mom.
Aisha like
the mom used to be Aisha. If you ever listen to the mom talk, she used to feel the same way, but she ain't do nothing about it. So sometimes
she could envy her.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So sometimes people will. That's what we say all the time. Like it's generational trauma. You know what I mean? It's certain things that we were taught that just carry on. Like one of them is make sure the man love you more than you love him.
I think that's stupid. Like,
Like,
that makes
that's what, but that's
I don't understand that. Like, it should be an equal amount of love. And when you find your person, you're gonna know. You're gonna feel it. Both of you are gonna feel it. It's not gonna. It takes it back to, you know, people thinking that men have to chase women, and you know that's stupid to me. Like, it should be a mutual interest with, you know, the two people.
I love you. I'm running around blocks.
Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. It should be everything should be reciprocated equally. It should be, oh, the man has to do the most, and the woman just got to sit there and look pretty. Like, no, that's stupid to me. Like, you gotta do something, move, make something, move, shake something, like. And then I feel like, I don't know, this is probably taking off the topic, but I feel like, again, guys are intimidated by women that got stuff that they're moving and shaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then I hear a lot about on these podcasts how guys don't care what kind of job you have. They don't care if you have a degree. They don't have. I don't want a man like that. If you're that type of guy who doesn't care if I'm educated, if I'm progressing in my career, if I'm motivated and determined to always want better for myself, and I'm making it happen for myself, and you're a guy that just looks like, oh, that's too much for me. I just like they said on one podcast, you can work at Chuck E. Cheese, I don't care. I don't want a man like that, because you're not on my level. And you know what I mean. I need somebody on my level or at least above. So because you being above my level too is something I can learn from. So it's just like I don't. But that's what I was just saying. Find your person. You'll find your person. You'll know the people that are meant to be in your vicinity, friends, family, whatever. They'll gravitate towards you. Don't ever take your focus off of your dreams and aspirations. You know what I mean, just to conform to whatever the guy that you're with wants. Like, do you know what I mean, go for whatever you want your dreams, you know, to be, and then execute that. You know what I mean? So the right person will fit right in that puzzle when, you know, when you where you want to be in life.
So that's a good point you made about when, you know, they say, oh, I don't care what kind of job you make.
Yeah,
I mean, you ain't trying to be a power couple.
Right.
I'm trying to be the other half
I'm
of a
good.
power
Well,
couple.
then you go ahead and
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be the other half of a power couple.
Right.
You say stuff like, oh, she can work at Chuck E. Cheese,
Yeah,
this
right.
and that. That means you kind of want the main spotlight. You don't want somebody that's, you know, even close to
that y'all
being
can build
on the
with together.
same level you
Right.
will build with. Because how much you going to build with somebody that work at Chuck E. Cheese?
They ain't making them, and it is what it is. You're not making them money.
You're probably making that little rate. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, I always say my goal is to be the other half of a power couple.
Yeah.
Meaning we both, it may not be the exact, but it's very similar. You know what I mean? And we see a lot of power couples. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean that that woman doesn't still know how to play her role
Exactly.
to her husband. You know, and in Aisha's case, she just wanted to have something for herself too,
Right.
because it was something she already wanted.
Right.
And her husband understood that. And I was saying earlier, I said, the thing that, this is how jaded people are in this situation. Y'all didn't even realize that she just had another baby.
Right,
That's
she
only
did
4
just
years
have
old.
another baby. Right.
So clearly,
everything
right.
is happening
So
so fast
clearly,
for her.
this is
Right.
old news because she just had a baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think I'm always, if there's an underlying thing that people have a problem with black women's transparency. You know, when it comes to black women being transparent, or why would she say that? Or if she ain't saying something that's 100% favorable about her husband is wrong, and she's disrespectful, and she's ungrateful. As I'm watching my timeline, Allen Iverson is talking about what happened with him and Tawanda, you know what I mean, in their marriage and all the stuff that he did, and it's crickets. Nobody's like, why you talking about Tawanda? Why you talking about what happened in the marriage? They're not saying that. But when it comes to a black woman or a black wife, it's always an issue. We could go to the red table talk. You know what I mean? Which is where this began, ironically, for Aisha.
It did,
with the
it
red
did
table
start at
talk.
red table,
And this is when Sonya Curry was expressing her experience as a basketball wife, and they all were, but somehow we only kept seeing the clips of Aisha. When they all was agreeing. Jada Pinkett even said, you know, oh, I went through that, where I felt like I had to have something for my own, because once again, she was an actress before she met Will. And then her career kind of took a back seat and allowed him to shine, which women tend to do. But it's like now, in this day and age, we're learning, like, we can shine together.
Yes, baby.
You know what I mean? Like, when I see Beyonce doing a tour, and Jay-Z is there,
from
and every
episode,
every show, classic,
or smiling
and
with this
and we know how big he is.
And he don't even he's so in tune with what she's doing with this look of pride.
She went crazy.
Listen.
That's my favorite line. I was telling Keith this the other day. I said, if there was a very simple line that summed up what I feel like the relationship goal is when on ape shit and she's going crazy. And he's like, she went crazy. Because it means like, yo, I'm not threatened by her talent. I'm hyped. You know what I mean? I'm hyped for her. I'm hyping her up. I'm celebrating her. Like, it's a very simple statement, but it's important. Because you can't be in a relationship with somebody that's in competition with you. And that's male or female. But I don't date female, so I'm talking about male. You can't. And I've been there. I've been there where somebody is threatened, you know, by a man of attention.
Plenty of times.
Yeah.
Plenty of times.
Yo, get your weight up.
This ain't dying for you, then, honey. You gotta move along.
Get your weight up.
You gotta move along. Dying for you.
What Jennifer Hudson said, I don't like living under your spotlight.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
that's my song too.
You know what I mean? That's one of my favorite songs. You know what I mean? So I can't deal with somebody like that.
Right.
And you know, when I'm vetting a person, that's the kind of stuff I'm looking at, right?
Yeah.
So I would never be in a marriage where the expectation is for me to give up my dreams, because you're gonna know from the gate.
That's right.
It's not an
That's
option.
right.
It's not an option. I'm going to support yours. I'm going to play my role, but I ain't giving up anything.
Let me say something too. So I will say, at one point in my life, when I first started out with like modeling and music videos, and I was doing skits, you know, with comedians on Instagram and stuff like that. Everything was moving really fast and quickly, and it was you know, it was good. It was progressing, and I was in a relationship with a guy who was really insecure about that, and you know. We used to have arguments, like, I would do skits with, like, Peanut Live. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, anything I did, you know, he seemed to have a problem with. So I actually stopped. I stopped doing skits. I stopped.
No.
You know, I stopped. I stopped doing everything because it was causing problems in our relationship. And, you know, I was in, like, my early 30s at that time.
Yeah.
So I didn't, you know what I mean?
You learn better.
I definitely learned better. For sure. But you know, he had really it was causing problems. So I stopped everything. I stopped posting. I didn't do any more music videos. I didn't do any more skits. I just kind of let it go. And then a year after that, I had, you know, a baby, or I got pregnant and then had a baby. And then my life was halted. You know, like I wasn't doing anything. You know, as far as that was concerned. And when I realized the type of person he was, I had conversations, you know, it just don't get through to people. So, you know, we separated, you know, we ended up breaking up. And I jumped right back in. I was like, no. And then and as soon as I did it, I was, you know, they're everybody looking for me. Like, like, where you at? Signing me up for shit. Can you host this? Can you do that? Can you do this? And I'm like, damn, it's crazy. Like, I had like a real good flow with that. And I stopped everything for the sake of my relationship. So I don't recommend that though. I don't recommend that. You know, that person's gonna have to accept that, because I was doing that before he met me, and he was well aware. So, you know, the fact I'm not mad at myself for doing that. It is what it is, and that's in the past. You know, and I'm still progressing with it now, so I'm back on track with it. But I don't recommend that. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be able to have a conversation with your partner about your dreams and the things that you want to do. If they can't agree with it, you know, then some more conversations might need to be had, and somebody might need to move along. So, yeah.
So I'm a one-up you there, right?
Oh man!
Because I once gave it up.
It's about to be good.
And I wasn't even in a relationship. It was because I felt it made me less desirable to be in a relationship. Because, you know, the peanut gallery is always like, well, you do all this stuff. So, you know, it's making men think that you don't have time. And you're around these people. And you're doing this and you're doing that, right? So, you know, I was retired. You know what I mean? Taking breaks here and there to see what happened. I even gave up watching sports one time for a while because I felt like that was.
I know you fucking lying.
Oh, I did. So because I felt like that was making me.
You know, sports is the same.
I felt like that was making me undesirable or making me, you know, appear to be a tomboy. I've been doing a lot of stuff in this single life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And there's been a lot of stuff, you know, said about, well, this is why you're single, because you're doing this and that. And when you're single for so long, you go through that process of maybe it's this, and maybe it's that, and maybe it's this, and maybe it's that. And it's like, now I'm at the point like, no, I gotta be me.
You snap back into that mental reality and remember who you are. And like I said, the right people will gravitate to you.
I gotta be me. I gotta be me.
You have
That's
to.
it.
Because everybody else do it.
Right.
You gotta do it. You gotta be you.
Because otherwise, I'm gonna get in a relationship and 5 years later be like, oh, well, I'm not happy because I didn't do like Aisha. And that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Bringing it full circle, you have to be self-awareness is the key to life. You
Yeah.
have to be honest about, I know who I am, I know what I like, I know how I feel, I know what I want. And now it's outside of anybody else's opinion, because when you're single, everybody has an opinion about why you're single. And I literally know wives who have businesses. I know wives who shoot movies and their husbands is at the set. I know wives who make music and their husbands is at the concert. So at the end of the day, that's a lot of y'all generational trauma that says the only thing a woman should ever want to do is be a wife and a mother. But we are so much more than that. We have our own identity, our own aspirations, our own goals. And I will tell y'all right here and there, I will be single for the rest of my life before I get in a relationship that does not allow me to be single.
My brain was built on that. You ain't putting me in no box.
I won't fit.
You ain't put me in no box.
I won't fit.
Unlabeled over here. Don't label me nothing.
Unlabeled, period. Unlabeled ink was nothing. It was my favorite. When that coming back?
I'm waiting for my what's the name to go through, because I have to now get a reseller's license.
Okay.
Which in the beginning I didn't need it. I would be able to use my LLC.
Yeah.
So now I'm pissed because now I'm going through that process now. So very, 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 very soon. I'm very close now.
Okay.
Because my vendors, I can't just use my stuff no more.
Alright, so that was an excellent conversation.
Yes,
Thank you everybody for your perspective. Now we're gonna move on to something. I think it's gonna be great, but I gotta play this on the hold on. I gotta play it into the microphone as I was instructed to do. Alright. Let me see.
Speakers at the bottom. Your speakers at the bottom.
Oh.
I need women who clap when I win, not get quiet. Women who build with me and not secretly compete with me. Main character energy means that you know who you are, you know what you carry, and you're not threatened by somebody else shining. It means you pray your own prayers, you make big moves on your own, and you push the woman around you higher instead of tearing them down. Because jealous energy will drain you. It will have you second guessing yourself, questioning your worth, or feeling like you gotta shrink to make somebody else feel comfortable. And I refuse to live like that. So yes, I only hang with women who walk in their purpose, who own their power and carry themselves like God's chosen. The main characters who He created them to be. Because life is too short to deal with jealousy. I need a circle that pushes me forward, not one that secretly hopes I fall. I can only hang with women who have
Y'all wanna talk about it?
Preach,
Y'all
girl.
Talk about it. She's speaking all facts. All facts. And you know what too? Like you'll learn, if you're really good at reading people's energy and vibes and stuff like that, you'll get it. You'll see. You gotta pay attention to them red flags. You're gonna know who your secret haters are. Because they always gonna make these weird faces when you try to tell them. I noticed this too. I'll tell certain people about great things that are happening for me, thinking this is somebody that I can talk to because I'm close to. And it's never a smile. It's never an excitement. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Very dull, very dry ass.
Wait.
Good for you.
Or they change the subject.
Yeah, real quick.
They try to make it look like they're on that subject, but
Right.
they change it.
And then they change it
Like,
up to
I'm about to
something
shoot a podcast tomorrow. Oh yeah, I was listening to a podcast yesterday. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh my. Oh, but
They
by the
say
way,
it's
that
such
clip
a
was
repeat.
from the Ariel Pryor. Shout out to her. I've actually listened to that clip about 5 times this week because she laid it out so very eloquently. Because I don't think we realize that we really be in the mix of this, right? Like you said, like somebody else would be like, well, what you mean? Like all she said was she listened to another podcast. Like, yeah, but you didn't bring up that until I said something about mine.
Exactly.
And mind you, I wasn't done talking.
Right.
Like you
That's
just switched it. Like
Now, see,
you know,
this is where I'm gonna get a little emotional because these
you
women
still got
right
your tissue,
here.
girl.
I have my tissue.
Okay.
Y'all, like the energy I feel with these two women right here, I don't feel that with a lot of people.
Right.
And it feels like every time we come together as one. And it feels welcoming, it feels warm. It I feel like I'm accepted. for who I am. I feel like, you know,
Same.
it's crazy.
Same. Yeah.
Y'all are,
Funny.
you know, y'all, you know, we don't get to spend a lot of time with each other. You know, we all have really busy lives. We are successful women. But every time we get together,
Yes.
it feels good.
Yes.
And this is why I'm so excited for the podcast that we're about to do, because this it's gonna be fire. Like, we get on anybody's podcast and we bring this energy
That part.
you know they weren't even expecting. So like,
Yeah.
you know, this is love here. This is support here, and I recommend this for anybody. Just pay attention to the signs. You gonna know who your haters are, because they don't congratulate you. Like, we giddy as hell. Like, if one we tell each other good news, we literally start jumping up and down, happy, and like, you know what I mean. We hug, them, like, yes, girl, yes, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, we, you know, it's when one of them win, we all win.
That's right.
So it's like,
100%.
you know, and it's always like that whenever we come together. So it's like, you'll, like I said, your people will gravitate towards you. You know what I mean? Just pay attention to the signs, and they make it easy for you. Haters, they make it real easy. You can see the facial expressions. You can hear the tone in their voice. And it's every time you tell them something, anything good that you got going on in your life, you think you can share it with that person, they never excited for you. So you just pay attention to that, and then pay attention to people who show up for you.
Yeah.
I have friends who I know for years that have never been to one of my podcast shows or live shows, not one. And then I have friends that don't miss one.
Shout out to Nikki.
Every single
Shout out to Nikki.
Shout out to Nikki and Jay. They come to every show. Okay, no excuses, no nothing. They buy a ticket every time.
That's right.
And then I have friends who make excuses. I tell you the date. I send you the information. I send you the links. I have a paper ticket, and you never show up for me.
Right.
So I know who my real friends are, and I would never let nobody. Like, I had somebody try to tell me, well, you met her through me, so yeah, but she showed up and you don't.
Okay. That's right.
She shows up. She shows up for
God used you as a vessel.
Thank you.
Finally, you did something.
Thank you. Right.
Worthy of this.
Right. Thank you.
By introducing me to a
Thank
better
you.
friend.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
She shows up for everything. Podcast stuff I got to know, my kids, prom send-offs, birthdays, and I do the same for her, because she's
That's right.
she's a loyal ass friend.
I just talk about Nikki the other day.
If y'all ever been, you know, I
What
know this is right here, a lot of
50th
people gonna see this, but she's just so thorough. Like,
Yes.
I mean,
Wait,
she's
but
a
this
ball
is
of
the funniest
energy.
story. Her 50th birthday, she asked me to make her some mac and cheese. And I made her mac and cheese, and I had to work, so I couldn't stay. She had a cookout in the park, so I couldn't stay, and I had my daughter with me. Daughter wouldn't get out the car, here went the long story short. I come out, bring her the mac and cheese. I talk to everybody that's there. I'm ready to go home so I can get dressed and go to work. And she gets on the mic. My friend made me the mac and cheese, and your mother effers didn't save me none. I told you I didn't
They
stay.
ate it all.
Before I even got to
Yes,
leave, I
yes.
probably was there for 15 to 20
Yep.
minutes making cheese.
It was gone.
She cursed them out.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
She
is. She is
so funny.
She is
She's so funny.
And it's very important. You notice the main character energy from the people that don't have a problem with showing up for you. You know, my big thing is my birthday. I do the fucking most. Okay.
You really do.
I do the most, right? And everybody is like Beanie. Get down and lay down.
Yeah.
Get down or lay down.
Oh my God.
And most people lay down. I even made Keith lay down and shit. I even made him lay down and shit. I'm like, look, this is what I do. Get down and lay down. That's how I roll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you have oh my God, she be doing the most. Why she gotta do all that?
Why you so mad about
That's
it?
the side character.
Why you so mad about
Because
it?
guess what? You can do the most. for your
Exactly.
birthday,
Exactly.
too.
What you there for?
Why you don't?
And I'm not asking you to do what I'm doing with
Exactly.
me.
Show up for
I'm
something.
doing
You
what
got
I
friends though. You
do.
show
I
up for
don't
something.
care.
Right.
Yeah, I give options. You can come to one thing.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Right. But show up though.
But I'm gonna do the most.
Right.
Yes.
Every freaking year.
As you
that I'm
should,
on this
Vicky.
earth.
As you should.
And they really gonna hate me next year because I'm turning 45. This is gonna be a fucking mess.
Girl, let me start saying.
Yeah. Right.
Start
Right.
saving your money.
Where you going, sis? Where you going?
Whatever
Whatever you want to do. Where you
Saying.
going? Yes.
See, that's the energy I need. Where you go?
Yes.
See, the main character
Let me just
energy.
start saving.
The main character energy is 2 weeks before my birthday. What you doing for your birthday? You ain't said nothing about what you was doing for your birthday yet. I need to know so I can. That's the main character.
No, we asking a month in advance, maybe 2.
Yes.
What you want to do? What we planning? We gonna go?
Oh, they was mad.
Girl,
They was like, it's August 23rd. You ain't said nothing yet. I'm like,
Girl, I
still trying to figure it out.
I put my dates in.
Right,
Look, she said,
let's go.
she's like, I gotta put my dates in. I need.
But I knew. But my thing was this: I knew the one date I already put in, like which was her exact birthday.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that one is in. But widow, so I could see if I could put a date in for another
Right,
day. Like, let me know what's happening.
Right, exactly. So we can be there for you. Like that's what we want to do. We want to be there for you.
Absolutely.
And I think, you know, main character, not even going a little further than what the young lady said is, what people don't understand about main character, right? Think about a movie, right? Even if somebody is the main character in the movie, there's scenes the main character isn't in, but they're still the main character.
Yeah.
So it's like, even like when you're on a podcast, you know when to shut up, when it's your turn to talk, when it's your turn to talk,
Right,
when
right.
it's my turn to talk. You know what I'm saying? The side character energy ain't gonna let you. And they're gonna be mad of what you're saying, or how you're saying it, or how you're doing it, or how you look, or why you had to come dressed like this, or because I'm not dressed like this. And I went through that a lot of times. Like I go somewhere, they be like,
Yes, girl.
like Star was like, no, y'all look cute.
Yeah.
No, they go. I thought she was going.
And she knew.
Like, where y'all going?
Right.
I want to go.
We outside, baby.
That's main character.
You make me want to go,
Right, that's main character energy.
Yes.
Side character energy was like, she ain't have to wear all that. We only doing a podcast. What you dress like that for? And you know, I have experienced that a lot in my life. And a lot of times, it gets translated in a negative way. It's like you're intentionally trying to do something. I'm just being me. Why my company called Just Tired? Because I'm just tired.
That's right.
Exactly.
I'm just tired any and everywhere. At work,
That's
with my friends, with a man, and by myself. You know what I mean? I got the energy by myself. You know, you go to a party and people are like, oh, it's not a lot of people in here, so I'm not dancing. No, I'm getting
I'm the party. Wait. I know how we do. You know how we do.
A vibe is a vibe. It don't matter.
We a vibe everywhere we go.
A vibe is a vibe. It don't matter how many people there.
Listen, we gonna dance, okay? We gonna dance.
Listen, turn y'all vibe up. Turn y'all vibe up.
Or I'm gonna sit here and sing as loud.
Yes. But we gonna bring that
At the
energy.
top
We gonna
of
have a
our
good time. Like,
Who you gonna get married? Yeah.
yes.
We gonna bring that energy.
Yes, baby.
And that's the bottom line because that's what a main character do. It ain't about nobody else
That's
around
right.
you. It don't matter. It can be 4 people in the room. Taya will be on the floor.
I know that's right.
With
Yes.
the DJ saying, look at her. Okay, alright, I see you.
Hell yes.
And it ain't because I want nobody to see me. It's
That's who you
because
are.
it's who I am. I'm not a wallflower.
No.
I've been that way since I was younger. I'm gonna always get on the middle of the floor and dance. It don't matter if nobody else is dancing.
If nobody's dancing, I'm
gonna be on it.
I'm gonna dance. Yep.
And in any room, I'm gonna hold my own. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hold my own in the conversation. I'm gonna hold my own in the podcast. I'm gonna hold my own in the bar. If I'm the only one in there, it's on you.
Yes.
I mean, it's in you.
And you know what? People gravitate towards that too. Like I encounter that a lot. Like if I go to a place and nobody's really dancing, if you get up and start dancing, you having a good time. People are like, oh shit, and they'll come and dance with you. Females, like everybody, guys, like they'll get up and just start dancing. Like, you know what? Yeah, this is, you know what I mean. So when you have that energy, like people will gravitate towards it. You'll make a party. Like we will turn anything up, you know.
But you know, a lot of
where
times
we are.
You know the movie Waiting to Exhale, right? And when Whitney Houston walks in the room and all the women is at the table and they start whispering to each other like, you know what I mean? And she just walks in and she like, yeah, and you know what I mean? Like she just,
I'm here.
They were threatened immediately. She didn't even open her mouth.
Her energy.
That energy is real.
Baby.
I don't have that energy for no female. I don't care what they look like.
That's
and they walk in the room.
That's right.
I know what I look like. I know who I am. And even if you look a certain way, you probably don't have something else that I had.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, you know, that's to me what main character energy is individual.
Yes.
And you can't be around a lot of side characters. Because they don't know their role.
Right.
They don't know their role. They don't know their role. And they need to learn their role. Because if they knew their role, even if they was a side character, they would still be a main character.
Yeah.
Girl, you girl, girl.
Keep preaching.
So that's the bottom line.
Sunday.
And that's why we work. And shout out to Sunday as well. But she also has main character.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
She also has main character.
Sunny is like, I'm here.
I'm here. Period. Sunny is.
Yeah. What time we gonna have to do something how they do do like, you know how when they do it on basketball reunion, they just have her sitting in the chair on the screen, right here. Yeah, just sit her right here on the screen. A nice screen.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
that's a good
put
idea.
that thing right here and put a little projector on it. We gonna hook it up for real.
We're gonna hook it up.
She gonna be right here.
Hell yeah. You gonna be here
Right, for the days that, you know, she's not here.
Right.
Because she is absolutely a part of it. I would like to make that clear.
For sure.
She definitely has main character energy.
Yes,
she over there running DFC radio. She over there running Sex with Sunny. And unreservedly us. She is the main character.
Yes.
So she definitely has the main character energy, and that's why we all work well together.
Yes.
Everybody is, you know, celebrating each other. Everybody is, everybody celebrates each other, basically. And everybody's like, oh, you look cute. Oh, you know, it's never like, all right, she ain't had to
Never
do
like that. Like
she ain't had to do all that.
Like,
She's still in
girl,
my shine.
yes.
We can't steal each other's shine.
That's right.
We under the same light.
My daughter friend group is, I'm so happy for my daughter. It's scary because this is her last year of school and they all go to school together.
Right.
But their friend group, I be like, can I be with y'all? When I tell you that's how they are, like Halo.
That's good.
Oh
That's
my
good.
God.
And they're young too, so it's good for them to be able to be like
she'll
that.
say her friend's name, just got this bag. Let me FaceTime her so you can see her. Her bag is so cute. Girl, let me tell you, wear that bag on Monday, and if you need, I got some shoes that match that bag. You can wear my shoes with that bag. And FaceTime me when you get your hair done. I love to see your hair. That's how they all, it's like 5 or 6 of them. And I remember my daughter saying, they don't want to wear dresses to my sneaker ball, but they were like, I want you to wear a dress and we're just gonna wear skirts because it's your birthday and we don't want and she like no but I want y'all and they like no but we want you and it's just I love their friendship.
That is amazing.
That's amazing. Yes.
Their friendship and I'm like hopefully they still remain friends when they all go to because high school they probably gonna all go to different schools. I'm like that's your friend.
So that makes me feel like what I was gonna say. A lot of the side character stuff be based on trauma.
I know.
Like that's true. And I think that we have to start to learn because a lot, like I've been in a lot of times in like of them in my light because maybe somebody thought it was too bright. But the realization is you just need to turn your light up. And you need to figure out why your light is not up. I don't need to turn mine down.
You know what else about a main character? Sometimes when we feel like someone's light is not shining enough, we try to
that part. Absolutely.
But I can't give you light when you try to stand in front of mine. No, I'm sharing it with you. I'm in on this.
So we can shine together.
Yeah, we're going to do this together. Let's make this both of ours.
Yes.
Don't try, but they'll try to. Now I'm gonna try to
shine you,
and it's like, girl, at first you was on the sideline, and I'm bringing you in this game. So we can win together. Like, come on.
It's okay. You did a favor. You helped pick it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Now she got figured out on her own. And she might not be able to, but now she don't have your loyalty because she messed that up. So good luck to you, sis.
Because there's something about, like, here's my thing. If I'm going to hang out with my friends, I want them to be like, who is them?
Right.
I'll be like, I'm with the baddest girl. Now when Star come out, she bringing the baddest girls, but I gotta train them. Not Star is big. I only feel that way because she's with all these girls that she's trying to look above, like they're
right.
No.
Yeah, just like when there's somebody's birthday or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, people be like, oh, I don't want them to look better than me. No, I need us all to look better.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
I need everybody to know my girls look good.
For my birthday, I tell y'all? I said, throw that shit on. I said, I want all my girls looking good. Then I said that. And then everybody looked good. And we had a ball that night.
But past experience is why I even asked you that. I said, is this too much?
I said no.
Because I've been in situations.
She did ask me. I was like, no, girl, put that shit on. Like, come on.
That's because they was ugly to begin with. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
That's what happens. Ugly chicks be feeling that way. They be ugly and then they already know you cute. And then what happens is that you get cuter.
It's their soul.
That's where I am at 44 years old. I am a very accountable person. If I'm doing something wrong, I'm always going to sit and say, am I doing something wrong?
Right.
Am I doing too much? Right? And then, no, I'm not. Because I'm staying Nah, I'm gonna get these niggas. Da, 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 da.
Yeah,
That's the last of my work. We were talking about last week how, you know, a lot of women go out to watch the game for people to talk to them. I don't want nobody to talk to me when I watch
Oh my
the game.
God, I just said this. I'm so annoyed. I want to go somewhere where I can focus on that game. I'm not here to be cute and smoke hookah, and I'm focused. I need my team to win. I want to, and it's hard for me to be around females. I'm sorry, but if y'all not really in the sports, if you are not in the sports, but you know, you running your mouth or you disruptive while we trying to watch
But I'm not
sports.
that. I'm not that female, but I'm not into sports.
No, but she be chilling.
But I get a high off of watching people watch the
There you
game.
go.
Hell yeah.
That brings
this shit.
me watching people, no strangers, enjoy the game.
Yeah.
It brings me joy. I don't know why. I get a kick out
And
of
I'm
it.
the same way. I like.
I could probably pull up on YouTube
Yes.
a bar.
Yes.
Show me a bar of people enjoying the game and watch them.
Smile. You just gonna smile.
It gives me so much joy to see people so like they so passionate,
Yes.
and it makes me sad when they team lose.
Yes. Yes.
And I always tell people like I'm just a fully girl. Period. So I went out. It's like with Issa Rae. I'm rooting for everybody. Like I'm rooting for everything. The boys. I used to hang with the boys to watch any game, but I just enjoyed their arguments. I enjoyed their enjoyment. It just was fun for me.
It is fun.
And I used to be cool. You will forget I'm there because I'm just like this.
Just watching. This a fly on the wall. You ain't a side character.
Just smiling.
I'm a side character.
You're a side character.
A good one though.
No. I'm not even gonna call it that. I'm in a supporting role.
Yes.
I'm in a supporting role. Not the main character. I'm in a supporting role.
All right. She's a supporter.
So we're in agreement that we never play the side character at all.
I don't even
There are
know
no traits of us that are side characters, right?
No.
And we limit our interaction with
I'll
side
make a
characters.
cameo.
Okay.
I'll be a
That's
supporting
right,
role.
girl. Yes.
All of that.
I share my scene with you.
Right.
For
For sure. But I'm always the main character,
Right.
even when I'm not in the scene, right? Because that's is in me.
Yes.
All right, so
Great talk. Let's go.
hey man, I'm full of listen.
Let's go, baby.
I'm just saying,
Yes, Tyler.
main character energy.
Yes.
Always. There you
I'm
go.
impressed. I'm
Is
impressed.
that the next T-shirt?
Yeah. Oh my
Hey,
God.
hey.
Oh my God, Tyler, you gotta make it.
Well,
You
that
gotta
is
make it.
my right.
So tell him
But
what you was thinking about.
I think that should be the name of our podcast.
What is it?
Main character energy.
That's cool. I like it.
MCE.
I like it.
All right.
Main character energy, baby.
We gonna
Look how she gave us a presentation.
because you gotta think about it, right?
Oh, she gave it was a damn near PowerPoint presentation. Girl, you bring
Yes.
What's this one? What's this one? Wait, what's this one? You might even like you gotta make your business plan. I'm here,
And y'all know my Virgo energy.
Where do I sign?
Right, exactly.
I ain't tired of curating for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But no, this was amazing.
Oh my God, yes.
You know, this is just a preview to others.
That's
What we
it.
gonna bring every time.
Yes.
Every time.
I hope y'all ready.
Including Sunny as well. But
Yes.
this is what we gonna bring every time. We gonna bring main character energy.
Mhm.
We gonna make you laugh. Cause
Oh,
y'all better go get the mammograms.
I
Or you the ultrasound. I don't care what it is. Let them check your breast.
Polaroid, whatever it is that you need to do.
Oh, you know what they gonna make you do? An MRI, a breast MRI. And you have to lay
that's what I
flat.
know. I hate MRIs. I feel like somebody put you in a casket.
I can't do MRIs. I'm claustrophobic. But with her,
I've had them
The
before
low-
because
yeah,
I've had other health things.
right,
but
right.
I'm always like sleep. So I never had, I don't know how it would feel.
You sleep in MRI?
I'm always like drowsy and in and out because I
Oh,
mainly
okay.
had them when I was already having something
Right.
to make me feel like I had to
Okay.
get my appendix taken out.
Yeah.
And
Right.
before they knew that that's what it was, a bunch of tests.
Right, gotcha.
But my
Yeah.
pain was so high that I'm on like morphine.
Yeah, you out of it.
So
Yeah.
I'm out of it.
Yeah.
So, but listen, anything but nipple clamps. Like with the
Okay, and on that note,
Guys, I'm just saying, like my boob can't fit in that thing.
all right, let's be serious. Regardless of the size of your nipples or breasts, go get a mammogram. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
It is very early detection is very important because if you can early detect, you know, if you have breast cancer, you can start whatever necessary treatment there is. It does not necessarily have to be a death sentence if it is early detected. If your mom or your grandmom had breast cancer, you are high risk. You are more likely to get breast cancer, so it's very important that you, go get your mammograms. Go get your mammograms once a year. When you're over 40, you are to get a mammogram every year. Now, there's a thing where they was trying to say they was going to take it away and insurance was only going to pay for it every 2-3 years and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. Like they try to do with the pap smear unless you got an issue. No. Every year. Every year. Yeah. And when we start to do our podcast, I may give y'all a little trick about that. Not being able to get a pap smear every year. It's a way that you can get it without. You can go around it and make sure you get it.
Go in there, right? I think something. There you go. She gave it away.
If you got a problem, they will give you one.
Speaking of that, one of these days we're gonna have a share your my chart results. And like a trend, because I recently got mine and everything is negative, baby. I want to see everybody.
Well, yes,
mine. Let's run it. I want to see your mind chart. I want to see your mind chart.
I'm definitely a disease-free bitch.
Yes, baby.
Never had one.
Queen shit. All right, y'all.
Can I give a real quick shout out to some people that I do know are like breast cancer survivors?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So shout out to my Aunt Tammy, my Aunt Robin, my Aunt Tracy, and a friend named Ashley that I went to school with. They're all like recent breast cancer survivors.
Noreen.
Now you know all the breast
Noreen as well. Shout out to Noreen. Yeah.
You know all the breast cancer survivors and you ain't had a man.
I'm about to say yes.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna be.
She wasn't gonna yell at.
I ain't going.
You're making an appointment.
That's why I was nervous when she yelled at you. I was like, wait till she hear this shit.
Wait till she hear my shit.
You're making an appointment on Monday. You're making an appointment on Monday.
I am. I promise.
And I'm in the group chat to make sure y'all made it.
Monday is what's the name though?
It's a holiday.
It's a holiday.
They'll be open.
The call center should still be open.
Yeah, they'll be open.
Oh yeah. Cool.
I'm texting y'all. Y'all guys till 3 o'clock.
My aunt works at the doctor's office that I go to. I'll just text her and be like, make me an appointment.
Okay. And you too.
I promise.
All right.
I promise I will.
And I'm gonna make mine, but mine is not until December. So we all gonna make it on Monday.
Yes, we are.
All right. Give out. Where can everybody find you at?
Everyone can follow me.
Oh my God.
You know how people got their YouTube voice? They be like, welcome to my YouTube channel. Like, follow, subscribe. This is my follow voice. This is my social media. Everyone can follow me at Mr. Hurt on Instagram, Twitter, Threads. I love Threads, y'all.
I do like Threads.
I'm only on Threads for housewife stuff. Don't judge me. That's the soap operas that I watch.
Okay.
But and on Facebook at Starletta Hurt. Yes. And Snapchat too, because I've been trying to be on Snapchat. And TikTok too.
She out there.
She out there. I ain't on Snapchat or Threads, but go ahead.
I love Threads.
So you can find me on Instagram, Dana Chicana _ Same as Threads, the same handle. I'm on Snapchat, but not really. If you look at my name, you'll probably find me on there. Primarily, I'm on Instagram, Dana Chicana _ so you can check me out over there.
You don't be threatened? You gotta start threatening.
I do be threatened.
You gonna be threatened.
I do be threatened.
Start threatening.
Start threatening. Is that what it's called?
I be adding you and stuff on Threads. See, that's why you.
Dang, she be adding you. Oh, you ain't
damn.
Because my main character energy, they be like looking for a writer for this new sitcom. I'm like, just title. Ask Mel. I just added Mel. I just added Mel because Martin Lawrence posted he was looking for comedian. I was like, at Mel Harris.
Yes.
All right, I'm on Threads when I here today.
Hell yes.
All right. Yes. I can't be having too many apps. I already got 5 pages to run.
I know.
I got 5 pages to run.
This not work. This fun.
I know, but I got 5 pages to run, so that's why I don't do it.
Cause Woody, what's his name? Bobby Brown. What's his name? Woody McCain. He's trying to make his own movie. And he's like, he did a Kickstarter, a GoFundMe, and all this stuff. He's like, he want to make a rom-com, a romantic comedy. He's looking for writers and this and that and this and that. But he wants to use all regular people kind of stuff. He's looking for people. And he like, whoever, like, and I ain't gonna lie, he was
end of July when I started really seeing it. But it's like this post and I'm gonna follow you back. He was following just
Wow.
regular, all of it.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna get on the
Let's get on
Let's
track.
go.
So, all right,
go.
you can follow me, Just Tight Brand LLC, JUSTTYABRAND LLC. You can follow me off the T's. That is my cup down there somewhere. That is my graphic design line. Thank you.
And your nose match.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do. You know, purple my favorite color.
I know.
One of my cups, podcast link personality, because I have a podcast personality and I am a podcast personality. Again, yeah. So all the T's is AUTHORTES. Follow podcast link Philly, PODCASTLINK PHILY. Follow that page so you can get all the details for podcast link Philly. Next level interactive game night celebration. Saturday, November 29th. Doors open at 6 p.m. 1890 Woodhaven Road, 19116. Tickets are $30. Link is in the podcast link Philly bio. Also follow Mr. Know-It-All podcast. Shout out to Mr. Know-It-All for letting the ladies take over for breast cancer awareness month, because he's a very emotional, intelligent man who understands the importance of breast cancer awareness and for ladies to very often have a platform. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
And
He's
y'all,
not a narcissist.
And I love
not a
tits.
narcissist at all. We love him.
Quiet.
We love him. We appreciate him, and we love the fact that he cares about what we care about. Peace.
Well, you shouldn't be such a smart mouth, Mr. Know-It-All.